one. Here comes the counter engage. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Defense is on the front. Defense is on the front. Defense is on the front. Come on, guys. We're gonna counter engage. We're gonna counter engage in 3, 2, 1. On the front. On the front. Kill them. Kill these motherfuckers. Let's see. One. Move. 2, 1. Here on the back. On the back. Kill them all. Kill them all. Come on, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hello guys and welcome back. I know it's been a while and for that I apologize. I took a small little break, but we are back here and ready to finish that ZvZ tutorials playlist and series, right? So by the way, did you guys like that intro? That is the promo for my guild. So if you're looking for a guild, feel free to apply to Unite on the EU server. So let's get right into it. Today's video is about the support roles in a small scale, medium scale, and ZvZ, right? These roles are in essence the most annoying roles for the enemy. The enemy is gonna hate them if you do them right, and they're gonna become extremely important to be able to do creative strategies, to be able to stop the enemy in different ways, like you're about to see what I'm talking about. So let's get right into it, and let's start by taking a look at which weapons and roles are these support roles. All right, so let's get into it. So these are, in essence, a lot of really good support roles examples, right? You got the Great Arcane, which basically stops time and works as a D-tank. And this guy helps you stopping enemy bomb squad and enemy engages, right? Then you got the Locus that gives you a massive area of effect that increases resistances. Then you got the Enigmatic that gives you one beam that interacts with a player, and if that player is near other players, then everybody gets like this shield, right? Then the Occult, this one creates mobility, gives you a carpet of mobility that is super useful. Then you get a one-hand Arcane, which is really underestimated because it is a very powerful support role. All of them, as you can see, have a very similar, lots of similarities on the rest of the build, right? With the armors that they normally run. Normally they are like in the middle of the circ, being part of the core defense structure of your circ, right? So the enemy engages all these roles normally with either intercept the enemy engage with their abilities, or will pop their demon armors or judicator armors, right? Then on the other side, you got the Rootbound, that is also a support type of a role. The Oathkeeper. Then you got the Life Course and Damnation. They're called support because their effects on the enemy is it pretty much supports the engagements, right? So the Life Course removes the the defenses of where the clap is going to happen, and the Damnation reduces it does like a massive resistance debuff to everybody. And at the end, down here, you got the Icicle Staff that makes this massive slow effect on the enemy. It's really, I think the support role overall is a mix of multiple things you can do, and what you choose to take will define a lot the type of playstyle that your circ has, right? Bringing all of them into your circ, if you have the numbers to do so, is definitely an option as well. There's no reason why not, especially on a big circ, right? At the end of the day, the game offers multiple ways to be creative in this type of content, right? And all of them work. It's super fun. So let's go ahead and now show you these roles in action when the enemy is using them against me and when we are using them against them, right? So let's go ahead and take a look. So here's a perfect example of how the enemy cancels my entire engage with the Great Arcane, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and play these, and you guys are just gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Right here, we're showing the role of the Great Arcane as a support. No. Oh no, they're fighting over there. Okay, we're engaging in 3, 2, 1. Now back. Defense is on the front. Kill Fraxus. You saw that? Literally, the engage was stopped by a Great Arcane. The Great Arcane stops the engage, like completely denying the engage, the damage after the perma, and automatically creates an opportunity for them to counter engage, right? Like that's how powerful the Great Arcane as a support role can be, right? Let's give us more examples. Now, this is another example of a great support the Great Arcane is does on this instance, right? Like I want you to look for Slumps Provision, this guy right here, right? That's his name, and he I do a fail engage to the right side, and on this fail engagement, I give them the opportunity to enter through the choke and go for a counter engage, right? That counter engage completely denied thanks to the Great Arcane. But sadly, we could not capitalize on it because our cooldowns were down, right? So that's the engagement right there. And you can see them all coming through because we don't have anything. We already used the occult. Like, we don't have anything. And they're coming through. And boom, as soon as they're coming through, the Great Arcane gets used right now, right there. The Great Arcane, boom, uses and stops the entire Zerg, right? That's the power of the support role. That's how much power it has. Now imagine it was not the Great Arcane. This works almost with a bunch of arcane weapons, right? So for example, imagine it was a one-hand arcane. Like he could have stopped he could have purged whatever it is that they were stacking, like the Reef Glaives stacks and stuff like that. All of that gets purged with a one-hand arcane. It silenced them and everything. So if we continue the video, you can see them. They cannot do anything. They just got denied a bunch of stuff. And if I had my cooldowns, I would have engaged right there on the choke. It would have been an amazing opportunity. So that was a tremendously good Great Arcane by one of my members, right? That again, just going and proving that the Great Arcane is super, super strong. Now there, again, a very bad engage for me, but that's another example of a support role using it correctly, right? I'm gonna try to engage on these guys hitting the wall on the right, these guys right here, and the tree, the Rootbound, spots me and therefore uses the his W, I believe it is, and that allows it so no one, even though I missed, no one would get pulled into the clap anyway, and it gives him some shields too. So it was a good move by the enemy, and that's what the support roles really are. No, they're there to support the Zerg in whatever it is that they're trying to do, right? If the Zerg wants to move faster, you have the occult. If the Zerg wants to engage faster, you have the occult. The occult works to be able to engage faster, move faster, kite faster, etc., etc. You want to prevent claps by the enemy. You want to have like a ranged D tank. The one-hand arcane, sorry, the Great Arcane does exactly that. You want to silence the enemy bomb squad that is coming right at you. The one-hand arcane does that, right? Like you want a bigger, like a huge bubble of defenses. The Locust does that, and so on and so on and so on. The support roles must not be underestimated. They're super strong. They're super powerful and essential in a Zerg. Let's see if I can find more examples. Here I found another good example of a support role allowing the Zerg to be able to react and move quicker, right? So in this situation, we are being sandwiched by two Zergs. We were attacking one castle, and another Zerg is coming from the opposite side, right? So the call is given to retreat towards the northeast. Now, to be able to pull out everybody without getting any losses, we need to use the occult, right? So the occult is a tremendously powerful support role and weapon, right? So you can see the occult being used right there. The occult gets used, and everybody over here who could potentially be caught by either the Zerg that is coming from this direction or the guys who are about to counter engage from this direction are able to get out from the fight thanks to that one thing, right? So you can see it. Everybody uses the carpet. They put the inertia rings, and boom. That carpet alone gets almost everybody out. So I just noticed that a D tank is right there and another one right here. I don't remember if they die or not, but it just goes to show again what I'm trying, like the message I'm trying to give is the support roles really can make it so your playstyle changes, right? You can play very aggressively with a Great Arcane. You can play very defensively with it. You can counter bomb squads with a one-hand arcane. You can move faster with the occult, right? You can engage faster with the occult and the oath keepers. You can slow the enemy down fast, like a lot, by using the icicle, for example. Like there's just so much potential on the support roles. It's incredible, and it's very important that the people interested in these roles learn of this potential, right? Like the support role is not a bad role. It's not a noob role. It's a very strong role, and needs very good players in it. Actually, talking exactly about players here, after saying that, I remember this. I like to give an example of a situation where a new member of my guild, KS15, uh, chooses to bring the Great Arcane, right? Because he was learning it and chooses to bring it on a static. And it's like I said earlier, these roles are not for anybody. These roles are for people who really know and what they're doing, especially on a CVC. Luckily, this what I'm about to show you didn't really affect us that much, but it's an example of how strong of an impact these weapons can have, right? So in this case, there is an enemy to the corner. Sorry, I move a little bit, but there's an enemy to the corner on the bottom right. Here they are. So we're gonna engage, and that other guy is actually AFK, right? This other guy is AFK. So I'm like, okay, that's good. Let's get two free kills. Let's get them, right? So we engage, and boom. The Great Arcane throws easy. The Great Arcane stops time completely. All the damage and everything you do to the person in it will not be affected, right? So you're thinking, well, this not much of an impact after the Great Arcane is gonna get removed. Well, we can just kill them, no? Well, watch. Because of this mistake, the enemy is able to retreat and get back to his group. We already used all our cooldowns, and they get to counter engage, right? Do we die? Luckily, we don't die, but it was very close. They did a lot of damage, and that, like you will say, okay, it wouldn't have happened. Well, maybe no. They would. I mean, they would definitely have counter engaged us. We would have reacted differently, perhaps, but at least they will have one less member. That we will have to worry about one less of them. At the end, we ended up wiping them, which is we ended up chasing them all the way through and executing them and so on, right? We ended up winning, but it just, now imagine this was on a static, and that's the amount of impact these weapons, like this weapon, had. And now in a Zerg, you're engaged in a Zerg, and then you end up using their Great Arcane on a clap, and you end up saving that entire enemy clap. Then sorry, that entire enemy group that got caught on the clap, your scholar will absolutely hate you. Same thing goes with the one-hand arcane. The one-hand arcane silences the enemy and denies, and purchases stacks. That's super powerful. If the enemy is engaging and you use it way ahead of time, it's gonna be useless. If you use it on the proper timing, you're gonna be tremendously like a great asset to your Zerg, right? Let me just bring the builds one more time before I finish. So to finish the video, just like on final note, if you if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave it on the comment section below, right? These are like supports is a very hard role to explain in detail on how they do. So this is more of a general topic about them, so you have a better understanding of what they do and how, and so on, right? But reality is that each one of these weapons deserves a video guide, and I don't know if there's enough people out there who really are interested on that. If you are, please like the video and leave a comment and tell me about it, so I can see whether it will be worth it to make a video specifically for each of the weapons, especially the arcane area, right? The arcane tree is so strong. It's so strong. If you max the arcane tree, any Zerg, any guild will love to have you. I guarantee that. I guarantee you that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys coming over here, watching my video, and yeah, I mean, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I am Toto Torres. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.